While the white half of North London is in complete meltdown, the red half, they're absolutely on fire and flying. Welcome back to 2 Halves, 2 Innings Football. This episode is sponsored by Dave's Optometrist. Please do like, subscribe and follow and drop your comments in, as in this episode we preview the match Brentford versus Arsenal on Thursday. Rohit, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. You must be chuckling with what's going on in the white part of North London.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can
it's
see my
just
big
going
green smile.
worse and worse.
Yeah. I wish West Ham would have won last night against you guys, and then could have been the difference could have been 3 points. Now it's 4 5 points, I think. But yeah, so they're in relegation battle, I think. But they sacked Thomas Frank, so they will play against us next game. But we're not here to talk about that. But yeah, I'm happy. Yeah.
So Arsenal before today's play, so we're recording on Wednesday. Arsenal were 6 points clear, but Man City are playing
Yeah,
at the
City.
moment, and it looks like they've got a routine win. So
Yeah.
it looked like the lead will be cut down to 3 points, but Arsenal still got a game in hand. I mean, in terms of your form recently, you've won 8 games. So you've had 8 wins and 2 draws in the last 10 games, and just the one loss, which is obviously against the mighty
United.
Reds, the real red team, Manchester United in Premier League. But how are you feeling? You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling confident. I'm just worried about injuries because, like you said earlier, before we started recording, Havertz probably injured. We don't know. I haven't seen any confirmation. If he's injured, then it's a setback because he was coming back into form. He had like 4 assists and 4 goals and assists in the last 4 games. So he's been influential. And now I don't know what's gonna happen because Mikel hasn't confirmed regarding Saka, Trossard, and Odegaard. So I'm a little bit concerned about injuries because they're coming at the wrong point. Because now are the games we need to win, plus the Carabao Cup final as well. So don't know what's happening, to be honest.
How would you rate your season so far?
Yeah, I would say for so far, I would say 8 out of 10. It will make 10 out of 10 once we win the league. But as of now, it's 8 out of 10. What do we know now? Where we are now, with difficult trips and difficult games.
Well, you were top of the Champions League.
Top of the Champions League.
You're in the Carabao Cup final.
Yeah, and then
top of the Premier League.
Yeah,
at the moment.
8 out of 10
in the fourth
easily.
round. So everything that you could do, you're doing.
Yes.
But unfortunately, we've kind of maybe not this far in, but we've seen Arsenal kind of do similar things before. Now it's just
not that good.
Final furlong.
Yeah, but not that good. I mean, we like, for example, we have taken one step ahead now this year, right?
I'll give you
we last year we won top of Champions League, and last year we won in the final of Carabao Cup, even though we in the semi-finals. We lost in the semi-finals against Newcastle. So this is what I feel like. This is like another step towards the ultimate goal, which is to win trophies.
Yeah, I mean, so you're happy. I mean, what about Brentford? I mean, again, we've talked in previous podcasts that they were kind of our tip for relegation, and maybe we're being unfair to Keith Andrews.
Yeah,
we didn't really know anything about him, and we just kind of, giving him, unfortunately, that kiss of death. But the lost new manager, they lost their 2 strikers, so Mbemo and Wissa, which was, I think they scored 24 goals, I think, in the Premier League between them.
Yeah.
No, sorry, 39 goals.
Wow.
Actually between them.
Mbemo and Wissa. Wow.
And then, I think it was 39.
And then now they got Thiago, who's like top of the charts this year.
Yeah, and at the moment, I think they're 7th, and then they're probably not far from maybe outside chance of Europa League at least, if nothing else.
Yeah.
So and their recent form, they've had 6 wins, 1 draw, and 3 losses in the last 10. The losses have been home to Forest, Chelsea, and I can't remember the one, but so they're not been bad. They're not been bad at all. And you mentioned Thiago. They've been new striker. Sade, he's stepped up from last year, maybe from not have been in the shadow of Mbemo or Wissa.
Yeah, and
you got Lewis Potter.
Yeah, and they actually very, very good team at the moment, especially at home. So if you see, they only lost twice at home, isn't it, this year? Yeah. And even when we beat them at Emirates, we only beat them 2-0, but the second goal was in the last 90th minute. So it wasn't an easy game at all. So they gave us a run of our money. So I think it's going to be another tough game. But our record at Brentford, I think, apart from the first game we lost there, I think it's pretty good. So we won there last year. We won year before as well, and year before as well. So 3 years on the trot. So I'm very confident about tomorrow night. Plus, they some of their players, the top players, are injured or suspended. And I'm fully confident at the moment.
I mean, it's not at Emirates. Obviously, Emirates is a very big, expansive stadium with, what's the capacity? 60,000.
62,000, I think. Yeah.
Yes, it is. And the Gtech Community Stadium, that's a very tight stadium.
Yeah.
I think the capacity is 17 and a half, or
Yeah.
not even that. So it's tight and compact, but
Yeah.
it generates that that really kind of intense atmosphere, which a lot of the old small grounds back in the day, like Southampton, the Dell, these kind of grounds were really tight. There was hardly much space between the throwing and the pit and
Yeah.
the kind of the
But
stadiums.
I think teams are used to it. They all played there last year as well.
They've been
and
in
won.
6 years now, the Premier League, I suppose.
Yeah, so I think if we can't win on these kind of games, then I think what's the point, right? So if we want to be the champions, we need to win the game under pressure. And then the thing is, I mean, our next 3 games are away games in Premier League. So it's gonna be tough 3 away games, and like Brentford, Spurs, and Wolves. So now obviously Wolves weren't been brought forward because of the Carabao Cup. So we playing extra game. We were meant to have a rest that week, next week, but we now playing Wolves before we play Spurs. So 3 away games on the trot. Maybe I'm thinking it's blessing in disguise, because if the score is 0-0 by 60 or 70 minutes, you know what Emirates feels like sometime. There is anxiety, there is nervousness.
Tension.
So hopefully this is a blessing in disguise that we go away, play best, win the games, and get back to the 9-point lead.
So, I mean, I'll talk about the key batters in a moment, but I mean, what are you expecting? How are you expecting Brentford to kind of line up in terms of, what do you think their style of play is going to be?
I think
because it is very different to how Frank played.
Yes, I think they're gonna go all out. Looking at the previous game, and even the previous game as well, I think they're gonna go all out. The Thiago's gonna get chances, but I think they're gonna miss a couple of their players, like Shard. I think this was his name is. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, is injured. I think Carvalho is injured as well, so they're gonna miss those creative players in there. And this is where I think we need to take advantage of that. And now obviously what we are hearing now, we have our own injuries as well as Arsenal. So it's gonna be like which team plays better on the night, which team has more, obviously they're pushing as well for the European places. They are ahead of, I think they are ahead of or behind, just behind Liverpool. So they would like to be for 5th or 6th as well, 5th as well. So yeah.
So this is a potential banana skin for Arsenal.
But see, this is what I'm saying. This is again is a narrative, because we've been winning against them. So if you see the record, how many we only lost once, I think. Okay. So if you see that Arsenal versus Brentford record, let me.
I mean, I suppose if I was Arteta, you're going to expect, Brentford to be going. They're going for the potential aiming for European football. So just ask them for be patient, deal with the physicality and the aerial threat from Brentford, and just kind of manage the game professionally, really, and just kind of remember, I suppose, at the end of the day, they win this game and you're 6 points ahead of City, which is that's the key thing, I think.
Yeah. So if you see the last time they won was 21-22 against us, 2-0. I think that was probably the first. That was the first game. Remember when Arteta lost his first 3 games in 21?
Yeah.
That was the first game of the season. We lost 2-0, and we had so many injuries as well at that time. And 13th of August. I remember that game. I watched that game live, and so what's happening? But so since then, we winning and a couple of draws in there. So see, this is, I don't know where the narrative came from. It's a banana skin. Banana skin is that we are losing, like.
No, I'm saying it. Is it a potential banana skin?
No, it's not even you. I think I've seen on that last night they were when they were doing live commentary on the Spurs game. They were saying, "Oh yeah, what a tough game for Arsenal." Obviously, it's a tough game, but it's not that we haven't won it there. We have been winning.
But, they have to talk about that because they can't talk about Tottenham because they're so awful.
That's true. They were
They had
awful.
to talk about something else, didn't they? They must have talked about the North London Cup.
No. I think they are very, very good team. Very good drilled.
Yeah.
Very, very
So where
in
did you see the
attacking
key
sense.
battles? So I think you said
It's
Kevin
gonna be
Scheider's injured. I mean,
Shad. Yeah.
is he injured? Because
Yeah.
that's a big loss for Brentford if he
Big
is.
loss. Big loss. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
big
because
loss.
he's
Yeah.
obviously he stepped into Mbeumo's boots
Yes.
along with Thiago.
Yeah.
And he's quite fast and he's direct and he's
Yeah.
being kind of pretty clinical as well in front of goals. So
Yes.
that's probably a good win. I think their right-sided player is it Lewis Potter? I think his name is.
Yeah. Shad is so he's Potter. I think he's injured as well.
Potter. Oh my God! I mean,
I
he's
think
been causing a lot of
they had
trouble
few
down.
injuries. I think and
Okay.
and Coyote as well. Maybe he might be banned or something. I don't remember. Oh, he's injured as well. But I think when I read them, I think they had some injuries and suspensions. Yeah.
Okay. So what about Gyökeres then?
Yeah, knee surgery.
He's finally finding his feet.
Yeah, he's finding his feet.
Yeah.
See, this is why I'm gonna miss Havertz if he's injured, because Havertz was the one who's providing him the passes which Saka and Odegaard
Oh,
weren't looking for him. So he scored 2 goals. I think like I said, Amit, he's gonna come back into form. He's gonna understand how his teammates play,
yeah.
and then he will play better. I'm 100% sure he'll play better.
No, he's wearing the legendary number 14 shirt, which is worn by Thierry Henry. And I remember, you also mentioned when Thierry first joined Arsenal.
Yeah,
he had a very slow start.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that shirt. That's how it is.
Yeah,
But I
that's
think
it.
Gyökeres, he's no other player in the Premier League has scored more goals in competition in 2026 than him.
Exactly.
He's had 6 goals in 2026.
Yeah.
That's leading all the Premier League players.
Yeah.
He has scored back-to-back in the past 2 games for Arsenal. That's the first time he's done that. And overall 13 goals in 32 games this season. So that's not a bad return. And remember, he was injured for a bit as well.
He was injured for a bit, and he doesn't play full 90 minutes either, if you see that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's always a substitution, or Jesus comes in, someone comes in. He hasn't, I don't even remember last time he played full 90 minutes.
Yeah. Basically, he came off the bench against Sunderland, scored 2, didn't he?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this is again Inter as well. He came off the bench and scored a great goal. So yeah, I think he'll be okay. He will be a top goal scorer. I think he will be the key for us to win trophies this year, and I'm 100% sure he will win us the league. I know. I think this is where
you want his momentum coming now. I mean, he must have the confidence now.
Yes. He's
got to have the as I said, he's the most prolific striker in 2026 as far as the Premier League's concerned. So that's got to give him confidence.
He needs to finish well now.
Yeah. And as you said, he just needs the players behind him to give him the chances. So I mean, the good news is, I suppose, that there's Saka may be injured. He seems to be the main culprit in terms of not providing him with the chances. So if Havertz is out, Saka's out as well. So that hopefully creates opportunities for someone else.
Yeah. But I think your question to the key batters, I think, will be in the midfield again, and our defense and their defense, because Thiago is in form, Gyökeres is in form, so it will be a proper battle between defenders and the strikers.
It's another game for Rice to really roll up his sleeves and get stuck in. I think
that's it. And I hope Norgard plays. We bought him off from Brentford. He was the captain. Yeah. So hopefully he plays.
Well, he might play if Odegaard's injured as well. Because I think you said Odegaard's injured as well, didn't you?
Yeah, but I think Eze can play there, so we have the backup there.
Oh yeah, and Trossard injured as well.
If Trossard is injured, obviously Martinelli can play full game.
Oh yeah.
But I think we have so many games coming in. We need rotation, and unfortunately Merino's injured. But we sent Nwaneri to Marseille just because De Zerbi was there and he got sacked. Or he left.
I mean, I think you'd rather you want to put your eggs in this basket rather than the weekend, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
As in,
we can play
and don't
B
worry
team
about
as well.
the FA Cup,
I don't. To be honest, Amit, at the moment where I am, I don't even care about FA Cup. at the
Yeah,
moment.
no, I understand
I
that.
care
You know,
about the
you haven't won
league.
the league
Yeah,
so after so many
exactly.
years, so it's a
Yes.
chance. You got a chance
I'd
to do
rather
it. So
win the
keep that
league.
momentum going.
Give us a little bit of breather.
Yeah.
If we go out, I don't care about that.
It's
to be
been
honest.
tactical, Rohit. You can't win
Yes,
everything. I mean,
yeah,
obviously, it'd be great
exactly.
if you did. As an Arsenal fan, you'd be happy if you
We
win the
know how tough
quadruple.
it is, Amit. We know how tough it is.
But you know,
yeah.
the probability of that happening is so sometimes you got to be you got to pick and choose your
Yeah.
battles.
Yeah.
You know.
But has anyone done it? It's 0%. Has anyone done
Quadruple.
it? Yeah, no, yeah. Has anyone done it? No. So no one's done it. So there is a reason behind it, isn't it? It's so
Well, not even
it's
the
impossible.
best Premier League
Exactly.
side ever, Liverpool.
Yeah.
They've not done it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, Roy. I think your computer's got a bug. It's not giving you the right information. Surely Liverpool must have the greatest Premier League side ever. Liverpool must have done it.
We should ask the Liverpool fans.
Dheeraj, come on, drop a comment.
He's gonna say, "Why United best team? They never won it."
Yeah. We're going to treble, so that's good.
Yeah,
Anyway, so the probability for the game, looking at stats, was 56.9%. I don't know how the computer's come up with that, but allegedly Arsenal have got a 56.9% chance of winning. A draw is 24.1%, and Brentford win is 19%. Your take?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough game. It's not going to be easy game. No game is easy in Premier League this year. So 56% is a good chance. That's it. So more than 50%. But I'd love to be like 70, 80. But
what's your
it
prediction?
will be by the end of 90th, 95th, 85th minute when we are 2-3-0 up. So let's see.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for the injuries Brentford got, I would have probably gone for a 2-1, but I think it'll probably be 2-0 to Arsenal.
I'm going to be a bit more, thinking we're going to say 3-0 to the Arsenal.
Ooh. Go on, boy. Put your money where your mouth is. Put a fiver on that.
I will. I've got that card
right then.
if I can.
So there you have it, folks. Brentford versus Arsenal. Thursday night game at the Gtech. So that's the only game tomorrow. So on paper, Arsenal are favourites. Or if you believe the mathematicians, it's going to be 56.9. How they got that, I don't know. But anyway, there's a 56.9% chance of Arsenal winning. Roy's going for 3-0. I'm going for 2-0. Let's see, can Arsenal extend their lead back to 6 points after that round of play? Until the next time, please stay safe. Please do like, subscribe, and follow us. And we would really love you to join us. And if you do like to, just drop us a message and we can get you on, regardless of what team you support. Until the next time, take care.